Firefighters are enduring hot and windy conditions as they try to contain an erratic grassfire near Tarago that has burnt 3,300 hectares, destroyed at least one property and killed livestock. About 2 p.m. on Wednesday, fire crews were still battling the blaze that had been downgraded to a watch and act alert, as crews set up containment lines around the fire. NSW Rural Fire Service Captain Peter Babington was overseeing one line, watching the smoke on the horizon west of Goulburn Road. "Trying hard to get back to normality," Mr. Babington said. "There's basically no flame. Most of the fire was embers and spot fires, while smoke was still visible on the hills between Tarago and Mount Ferry. The main concern was the chance of embers picking up and lighting any grass east of Mr. Babington's position, and a small strand of bush where fire crews had pulled out earlier to allow water bombers to target it." Mr. Babington had 30 trucks at his disposal along Goulburn Road plus ACT chainsaw crews, while locals were manning utes loaded with water tanks at the driveways to their properties. Earlier on Wednesday morning, gusty hot conditions made tough work of managing the blaze. NSW Rural Fire Service spokesman Paul Best said crews were finding it difficult to hold the blaze on an area that crossed east of Goulburn Road and reached to the west of Bungendore Road. There was an extreme fire danger rating for the area and Mr. Best warned that conditions could deteriorate quickly. "The fire is behaving very erratically due to the weather, so people should remain vigilant," he said. 135 firefighters from across the region, including 7 aircraft, were battling the fire in 37-degree heat and winds that gusted between 50 and 80 kilometers an hour. The fire had burnt through Taylors Creek Road, Bungendore Road and Mount Ferry Road. Firefighters were seen battling the front along Goulburn Road, with helicopters swooping constantly over nearby farms to collect water from their dams. This included one property off Hazeldale Road in Mount Ferry, which had been destroyed while builder Scott Williams overlooked the log cabin he had helped his boss renovate. "It came roaring across the paddock in a matter of minutes," Mr. Williams said. He had watched as the fire approached. He said the fast-moving grassfire had caught out one fire truck. The firefighters inside hunkered down until the flames went over them. He and 2 others, who looked after the property, had moved the cattle out but the sheep were mostly gone, some lying dead in the nearby paddocks with eyes open and fur burned off. Nearby, Maloon Creek Farm had come close to being destroyed as fire circled the chicken sheds, but as the smoke cleared in the morning the owners saw they had only lost 6 of 20,000 hens. Tarago Road and Goulburn Road remain closed to traffic and the Goulburn Queanbeyan Railway is also closed, with traffic being diverted to the federal highway, causing significant travel delays. Mr. Talent said the Rural Fire Service was investigating the destroyed property in Hazeldale Road area, as well as livestock loss. "We have got our building impact assessment in the area to confirm that and determine what type of property it is," Mr. Talent said. "We are also looking at reports of 2 sheds and couple of vehicles that have been damaged and livestock lost." More than 30 units from the Southern Tablelands and Lake George zones, as well as ACT's Fire and Rescue and Royal Fire Service, were first called on Tuesday to join the fight. ACT Emergency Services Commissioner Dominic Lane said the senior volunteer groups from OPT-RS remained on scene overnight on Tuesday. Additional crews and 2 ACT firebombing helicopters returned on Wednesday. "We stand ready to provide further assistance to NSW if they need it," Mr. Lane said. ACT Fire and Rescue announced the first total fire ban for the year on Tuesday, with severe weather warnings expected to impact the blaze. Total fire bans are also in place for Goulburn Mulwary, Palerang, Queanbeyan, Upper Lackland and East Valley. Mr. Talent said residents should enact a bushfire survival plan, which can be found at myfireplan.com.au. They should not only make the bushfire survival plan but discuss what they would do with family, Mr. Talent said. Authorities recommend residents download the Fires Near Me smartphone app and follow firefighters' advice if their property is under threat.